Guidance for converting a traditional class into an online instructional method during COVID-19, Part 1, Pedagogy. The objectives for this presentation include to determine social presence such as social goals, age factors, previous experience, and expected benefits from social presence, to identify if the instructional strategies will provide the students with an improved understanding of, engagement with, and different perspectives of the content, and to examine if the technology is easy to use, accessible, and will provide benefits to the student learning. The proposal for this presentation examines higher education online migration needs to meet the increased demand for effective pedagogies due to the COVID-19 social distancing situation by integrating learning theories and determining social presence and instructional strategies and technology. During the COVID-19 situation, pedagogy may encounter challenges to meet the needs of quality, effectiveness, and online learning capabilities. To address these issues, this area will examine instructional delivery, technology, and social presence, and how the online collaborative, constructionist, and connectivism theories will be implemented. During the COVID-19 situation, as a program coordinator at a higher education institution, I have encountered new situations and experiences that I have not dealt with previously. This includes that instructors are now required to convert all lecture materials to an online format for continuing education. Students are now required to start or finish online courses, which they may have never done previously. Administrators are now required to assist and guide instructors to converting all new and pre-existing classes in an online format. Instructors and administrators are now being tasked to use online conferencing tools. Routine tasks that were previously dominated by physical presence are now converted to a digital method, and various COVID-19 precautions and restrictions are now in place and responsible by the students, instructors, and administrators. The following table displays how COVID-19 has affected pedagogy according to the instructors, students, and educational administrators. For instructors, this includes converting all lecture content digitally, teaching utilizing online conferencing tools, determining whether a course will be asynchronous or synchronous, supervising students in self with COVID-19 policies. For students, this includes continuing to learn in an online format, operating and learning to use online conferencing tools, learning to communicate in a synchronous or synchronous format. For administrators, this includes assisting and mentoring and guiding all instructors and students with online conversions and formats, assisting and setting up and mentoring and guiding all instructors with using online conferencing tools, supervising students and instructors to COVID-19 policies, and responsibility to make sure students and instructors are aware and encouraged to attend COVID-19 education-affected trainings. There are three theories that could be implemented to online learning that should be beneficial during the COVID-19 situation and for the future. This includes the constructionist theory, connectivism theory, and online collaborative learning theory. The constructionist theory has been revealed as a benefit to online learning, as demonstrated from research from Nogales Delgado, Ramon Serrero, and Encinar Martin's article about a chemical engineer program. Examples from this theory that could be implemented could include instructors utilizing pre-COVID methods of teaching in a face-to-face environment and convert that knowledge and experience to a digital face-to-face format using Zoom or other online conferencing tool to remain synchronous. Solutions could be to provide digital trainings and assign mentors for instructors and student support to assist with guidance and tips on how to conduct courses using Zoom or other online conferencing tools. To explain the connectivism theory, McKenna describes connectivism as learning that occurs beyond a person's already acquired knowledge for processing the influx of mass amounts of information, which includes networks. An example that describes the connectivism theory is that administrators and instructors have been networking throughout the institution and other outside institutions and organizations to gain insight, examples, and solutions on how to facilitate course content and distribute materials that routinely were never in an online format. Solutions during the COVID-19 situation and for the future to apply this theory are to promote and encourage opportunities for instructor and social networking, even with outside institutions that could focus on those new to teaching and learning in an online environment due to COVID-19. To help explain the online collaborative theory, Harrison explains that this theory is based on learning development through interactions and activity among peers as a series of phases titled idea generating, idea organizing, and intellectual convergence. Examples that could be used for this theory are using the discussion feature to conduct asynchronous and synchronous weekly discussions that are interactive with peers and instructors using the LMS and online conferencing tools. Solutions during the COVID-19 situation and for the future for this theory could be to assigning weekly or other time-appropriate schedule to conduct weekly discussions on an assigned topic in the LMS, require group work which can be utilized in the LMS and or other media application. Examples of applying each of the three theories to the social presence of a course could include through the online collaborative learning theory. For group work in an LMS or media, the instructors should provide input, answer questions, provide guidance, and other forms of participation. For the connectivism theory, an instructor could conduct an interactive student online poll or pre-assessment tool to gain insight about previous knowledge to help guide them with learning new knowledge. With using the connectivism theory, an instructor could formulate and actively participate in groups outside of the online classroom to post relevant articles and research and require students to present their own findings and actively participate. Examples of applying the three theories to the instructional strategies of a course could be by applying the online collaborative learning theory, using an asynchronous method utilizing the LMS, which may be ideal when conducting group work activities so that students and instructors can conduct and supply research and give time to provide substantial reflection and input. Synchronous required meetings may be ideal for follow-up and opportunities to ask and answer questions. When implementing the constructivism theory, an asynchronous method utilizing the LMS may be ideal for group discussions and completing tasks and assignments so students and instructors can also conduct and supply research and give time to provide substantial reflection and input. Synchronous required meetings may be ideal for follow-up and opportunities to ask and answer questions. For implementing the connectivism theory, an asynchronous method may be ideal to guide and allow students to find and join networks relevant to the course learning and assessment. Synchronous meetings within the class and or other networks may be ideal to conduct and report to the instructor and peers on network and learning experiences. Examples of applying the three theories to the instructional technology include, if implementing the online collaborative learning theory, utilizing the LMS and or online collaborative tools to conduct group work that the instructor can access to conduct assessment, provide feedback and evaluation. When implementing the constructivism theory, could be utilizing online discussion technology in the LMS or other online media, utilizing the online conferencing tools to share experiences between instructors and peers, and the LMS to provide engaging activities and tasks to help build on previous knowledge. When implementing the connectivism theory, could be to utilize social media technology to promote networking in the educational community and other interest groups. In conclusion, this project will prompt discovering new and utilizing pre-existing pedagogies to migrate traditional courses to a fully online instructional format. Once these sources are identified and implemented, they can be utilized to benefit an institution's online instructional migration. This will result in beneficial sustainability in the areas of enrollment, academics, and accessibility for the institution's faculty, staff, and students during and after the COVID-19 social distance situation has ceased. Thank you for viewing this presentation.